Hello people, this is RubeboyProductions and these are 4 things that worry me most about Monster Hunter World. Now just note that my worries have not been influenced from the information and footage Capcom have released on Monster Hunter World as of recently. Number 1. Microtransactions. Now, I know, they've already announced that the game's DLC will structure the same way as the previous Monster Hunter games 4 and Cross. But that doesn't necessarily confirm that there won't be any microtransactions. Microtransactions don't have to be all that bad. I mean, they can add like some sort of skin system where you will have like skins that can go over your existing armor. That'd be pretty good. Well, this is Capcom we're talking about, and Capcom don't roll that way. If you guys don't remember, Street Fighter V had a lot of overpriced DLC, season passes, and just a whole bunch of microtransactions that weren't really worth the money. Now the microtransactions that most worry me being in this game are purchasable armor and weapons that can give you a significant boost in stats. Now I know these things won't happen straight away, but I'm just worried that something like that could occur during the game's life. Number 2. Difficulty. Monster Hunter has always been pretty hard to get into for newcomers. There's a lot to know, even if you plan to use one weapon type. You have to learn how to use the clunky controls, as a lot of attacks in this game have long recovery animations. Learning every monster's attack patterns, elemental weaknesses. Not forgetting in a lot of the more recent games there's been over 70 monsters per game. There's a lot to get into right off the gate that may overwhelm some people. But at the same time, these things help give Monster Hunter a lot of its depth, which also creates a lot of ways to play. What worries me is that they may make the game so easy to a point where they strip away a lot of the depth in favor of accessibility. I do think they should make the game a lot easier to get into by providing in-game tutorials that are not only fun, but don't take too much of the player's playtime. The previous games did have tutorials, but they were executed pretty damn poorly. They threw layers and layers of text at you, expecting you to spend like 2 hours reading it all. Okay, maybe not 2 hours, but you guys understand what I'm trying to say. It isn't a fun nor engaging way to teach a player how to play the game. First impressions are important. Thankfully, from what we've seen so far from the demo, they had someone teaching the player the basics via voice acting, without pausing any of the action. Number 3. The lack of 60 FPS on consoles. Capcom did confirm that the console version will be running at 30 FPS, which I'm not really all that surprised about. Though I know this is not a popular opinion, but I believe Monster Hunter would benefit greatly from 60 FPS, especially for gunners. Now, I'm not saying 30 FPS is unplayable, because the previous Monster Hunter games all ran at 30 and they were very much playable for me. Well, with the exception of Monster Hunter Online for the PC. I hate you, by the way, Capcom, for not releasing this game in English. See, I mean, I feel that 60 FPS would only but enhance the experience for the game. It would make the controls a lot more responsive while moving, dodging, attacking, aiming, all that good stuff. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't buy this game because it doesn't run at 60 FPS. You don't have to go on a riot and be like, oh Capcom, how dare you, blah, 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 blah. You know, it's fine. I'm sure it's still going to be a great game. And plus, I'll be getting this game on PC, so it won't be a long time issue for me. But I believe that the consoles have the capacity on hitting that 60 FPS, especially the Xbox One and X and the PS4 Pro. And last but not least, the success. Now, the success of this game really worries me the most because it will determine the future of the franchise, especially in the West. See, if this game doesn't meet Capcom's expectations in sales, then this could be either the last game that we'll be seeing in the West, or maybe we'll continue on getting the 3DS titles instead. Which would kinda suck because 3DS, yeah, not my platform of choice to play a game like this, but you know. But at the same time, if this game does do really well, then I'm worried Capcom might start getting lazy and greedy. I mean, just look at Street Fighter V. The game was rushed, it was littered with overpriced DLC. You see, I'm saying was, like this game is still littered with a bunch of overpriced DLC, and the game still has a lot of issues. You see, I just don't want Monster Hunter to turn into that. It's up to us, the gamers, the fans, to show Capcom the direction we want Monster Hunter to go in. I wouldn't have an issue if they decided to release paid DLC as long as it's reasonably priced and didn't give any players any sort of advantages. Stuff like skins that will cover your existing armor, or even expansion packs they could add maps, monsters, you know, stuff like that. If it's reasonably priced, I would say that would be pretty worth a buy. Whew, okay, off script. Yeah, hopefully, I mean, everything in this video is obviously just my opinion. Some of them might not be popular opinions, that's fine. I don't really care about, it's not a popularity contest, I'm just stating how I feel. Obviously you guys are more than welcome to share your opinions in the comment section. And yes, if you guys haven't noticed by now, I am a Monster Hunter fan, obviously. You wouldn't have known that if you haven't watched this video, obviously. I haven't done any content on this game. I've always wanted to, but the 3DS, you know, I can't record on the 3DS unless I'm using a camcorder or like a camera just to film the screen itself, and I have standards, guys. I'm not going to do that. So now that it's come to console and PC, that makes it obviously a lot more practical for me. So expect a lot of content on this game for me. Not only just Monster Hunter stuff, I'll keep doing my other stuff, but I always try something different every time, every week, every month, whatever. There's always something different here. So yeah, so again guys, share your opinions in the comment section, and I'm out. You guys have a good day / evening, afternoon, whatever.